There is something that is akin to casting a spell on yourself when you wear perfume. You're anointing yourself, you've chosen this elixir. It is something that makes you feel like you're transcending the humdrumminess of your day. It's like any niche interest. It's like any kind of geek enterprise. You know, first you're at the Sephora, you're at the department store, and if you're a woman, you're smelling things that are aimed towards women, marketed towards women, and then you think, hey, what's over in the guys aisle? You start smelling that. And then maybe you come across some strange little bottle on a trip where you're at some little boutique and you think, oh, here's a way I can smell different to everybody else.
Our world is scented, and the world has always been scented. We've always had these smells. Now we just kind of manufacture them. My job is to frame specific smells and put them together in a way that's interesting and inherently unnatural.
I feel that mainstream perfumery is now filled with a lot of fragrances that resemble each other, and it's because there's certain smells, there are formulas that are tried and true that appeal to a lot of people and aren't very risky. The small independent house can take risks because they're not really expecting to sell in the numbers that a major corporation would expect.
There's been a paradigm shift with how perfume has been perceived and sold for decades and decades and decades to the way it's perceived, sold, and enjoyed now. And that has wrested control from the big perfume companies. They were used to directing the narrative.
That world has been cracked open in a way that it's never been cracked open before. There are forums of people who talk about how to make perfume. They review molecules. They talk about how to make your own extractions. So in that way, it's kind of the people have taken it back for themselves. There's no big company out there like teaching classes. There's no textbook. If it weren't for the internet, I wouldn't be a perfumer. So I'm a new breed of something, you know. And I think there are a lot more perfumers who are kind of outside the box because the box is pretty small.